What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. We are going to be taking a look at the markets. This is the channel where we take an honest look at the markets. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin. We're even going to take a look at Microstrategy's chart. We're going to take a look at the Dow Jones, DXY, gold, and XRP. So definitely stick around for the whole video. You're not going to want to miss this. Let's get into it. Don't forget, we have a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's an awesome community, and let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Don't forget, we do a Ledger Nano S hard wallet giveaway every Sunday. All you have to do to enter to win is make sure you hit the subscribe to the channel, tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post videos, smash that thumbs up, and leave your comment below. I'll pick a random comment on Sunday. All right, so we're going to take a look at a few different things that we've been watching on this channel for quite some time. This may be a little bit longer than normal, but I'm going to try to go into a little more detail in most of these charts. I'm going to show you some pretty interesting things. So this is the Dow Jones. We did pop above our resistance trend line up top, but as you can see down here, we're making lower lows in the RSI, higher highs in the price action. Contrary to what everybody's saying that it's just going to continue to pump because they keep printing dollars, don't listen to everything you hear, guys. Understand what it means when they print dollars. They're not printing physical dollars and putting them out into the world. It's not like that. So anyways, looking at the Dow Jones, let's zoom into our trend line here and see what's going on. So as of right now, we are trying to keep support right on this trend line. So a daily close below 30,950, and then tomorrow's opening and closing under here, I believe it could get ugly for the Dow. And I've been talking about a black swan event, and I've been talking about possibly buying back a HODL position in Bitcoin in June. And if we look at where this would go, if indeed we did get a black swan event like we got back here, we could be dropping the Dow all the way down to these areas, and this would be June, around 15,000. Again, not saying it's going to go there. We could keep support up here and just continue up like people believe. But looking at the RSI is telling me a lot different. All right, Microstrategies. He's a genius, right? This is what he done in the .com bubble. Same thing, guys. And what'd he do? It rode all the way back down to next to nothing. He's FOMOing in just like an average noob, FOMOing in and trying to pump it by talking about it on Twitter, by, you know, people talking about he's this great investor, but this chart shows me different. Just be careful, guys, because a lot of this hype is just hype, in my opinion. Looking at gold, I'm still looking for this target of 1736. If it breaks below there, we could be looking at 1647. I still believe we're at looking at an ABC or a 1, 2, 3. We'll find out once we get down to these ranges. The dollar index, we've been keeping a close eye on this. If we look at the RSI, this was back in 2018. If we look at the RSI, when we broke through this, the dollar had a huge push up. I do think we're headed to do the same thing. This is the 3-day chart. And if you look at the MACD, the same thing. We had the big drop, came up, smaller drop, and flipped. And we've already flipped. I do believe the dollar index is ready to moon, if you want to use that term. But if you look here, these two fractals are almost identical. We have the 5-wave structures inside of the wedges here, and then if we look at the RSIs, or I'm sorry, the EMAs, and if you guys want to use the same EMAs that I have listed up here, it's the 8, the 13, the 21, the 55, and the 200. Those are the EMAs that I use because they are related to Fibonacci numbers. But if you look here, we're doing almost identical. So we'll probably have another year, about a year, maybe 2 years rise in the dollar here. If you guys are interested in trading, check out Prime XBT. You can also trade tons of different things on here, not just Bitcoin. You can have multiple charts. You can trade Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, natural gas, all kinds of different stuff from one exchange. And you can put in multiple trades, longs and short at the same time, unlike other ones, and they don't trade against you like the scammy exchanges. You can use my promo code SAVY50. That will get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. SAVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. You can use both promo codes at the same time. Now, let's take a look at the Wall Street cheat sheet here. Looking at, I believe we've topped out. I've been talking about this for a while. There is a possibility that, you know, we could have been in the belief stage, came down, got our drop, and continue up. There is a bullish case. We'll take a look at that also. Although I believe we are in complacency right now before a multi-year bear market. That's what I've been talking about. Again, there's no guarantee. I will show you the bullish and bearish case. And if you don't like hearing the bearish case, you need to check your emotions, because if you talk to the people that bought the top of 2017, every time it dropped, they thought it was going to pop back up. Every time it had a push up, it's going to push up. It's going to have relief rallies, and we'll talk about that. But just don't get sucked in. Let's take a look at this. This was 2017 here. We had the rising channel. Obviously, we had our bubble. And once the daily broke down below this, excuse me, guys. Once the daily broke down below this trend line here, and that was this big drop here, we did pop back up for a retest, which did not get us to new all-time highs. And that was our confirmation of a long bear market. As you can see on the top of this second hump before the breakout, we came down just above it and just played in that $6,000 area for a long time. And then once we broke through that, we capitulated. We did the same thing here. I don't have it drawn out in the 19 little mini bubble, but you can see same thing. Once it broke through this, that was confirmation the bear market began. And if you look at where we're at now, same thing, guys. We could get another pop up to that $36,000, $37,000 range. It is still possible. I'm not saying that at all, that it just goes straight down. Never have I said that, but it does have a chance to pop back up. Retest this on the daily. Where will that be? We'll have to keep a close eye on it. But as you can see, I think we're pretty much in the same pattern as we were back there. Again, if we break this high, that could be, you know, totally wrong. But again, we did break the high over here one more time, but not after we crossed that daily RSI trend line. So it's looking like it is topped to me, guys, and we could be entering a multi-year bear run, looking for a bottom possibly in 2022, maybe even 23. As you can see, this is drawn out tremendously right here once we start making that bottom and we beat on it for a year before going down. I think we're going to see pretty much the same thing here. That's my opinion. Make up your own mind. Let's look at the 4 hour. So the 4 hour, this is what we've been watching here. I had this target at 28,423. We didn't quite hit it. We got down to about 28.7, right in that area. We were close, but we did fall out of this rising wedge. I know everybody was looking at it as a triangle. We on this channel have been looking at this as a rising broadening wedge. We did break down below it. If we did come back up to test the top of this, it's going to be around $32,900 to $33,000 range. Now, if we get back above this and get support on this, we could be heading up. If we pop above the 30, let's say 33, and we get support there, and continue up, then this trend line here is our next area we want to watch. And depending on how quick it would get up there, if it did, around 37, 37,200. It could, you know, the longer it takes, could be 36,800. So somewhere in this area. If we do break that, then we could get that leg up. That could be the bullish case for a $50,000 Bitcoin. And that would make this a ABC that we were looking at as a ABC, and then the fifth wave up would get us around that $50,000 range. Now that is the bullish case. Bearish case, we'll put our Fibonacci fib extensions on here, and we'll look at this where we were looking at the A, B, C. I'm sorry, it would be A, B, and C. That would be our C, and we go up from there for a fifth wave. But like I said, we have to break above this 33,000 and get support above it. We also are going to have resistance around that 34,880 range, which would be the 55 EMA here. These EMAs are extremely important, guys. But anyways, if we don't do that, we do have a target down here at 20,800, and that would be a bearish case, guys. And let me show you why. That would make this 1, 2, this being 3 at the 1.618 Fibonacci. Come back up to this area to retest, and then 5 could be down to that 12.5 range. Maybe not 12.5. If we look at that second hump here that we were talking about, that would be around the 14,000. So and we'll talk about that too. There's an Elliott wave structure. It shows wave 1 at 14, but if that breaks, it's going to be ugly. And I think we may bounce above that for another year or so before continuing down. But if we did get something like this, this could just be A, and let's put the Fibonacci retracement on there. Again, guys, you don't have to agree with me, but you should always consider all options. You know, a lot of people bought up here and might be screwed. Don't be that guy. Pay attention to anything that could happen. If you want the channels that scream about a $100,000 Bitcoin coming, $1 million Bitcoin, this is not the channel for you. We're taking honest looks at it. And if you like taking an honest look at charts, definitely don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. And make sure you give it a thumbs up. But anyways, these 5 waves would be 1. And let's say we got another ABC correction. I'll show you what that would look like and where that might take us. So this would be A. This would be B. And let's just take, or I'm sorry, that would be A. And then let's just take B to the Fibonacci retracement zone, which is 0.618. And let's see what a 1-to-1 extension would be. Again, if we break the all-time high, we'll have to reconsider all this, but that would make this a B coming back up to this range, possibly up in here, but we're just going to do it from here from now, and go down to the 1-to-1 extension would be around $1,100 Bitcoin. Would that be crazy? Again, guys, not saying it has to happen. Just be aware, man. Anyways, let's move on. Let's go to this chart here. Is another bearish case. I've overlaid the DXY, the dollar index, over this Bitcoin chart, and as you can see, we have a long-term trend line for the dollar down here. Do we come back down one more touch? Possibly. We came back down twice this last time, but it doesn't have to. But every time that the dollar bottoms, Bitcoin usually has topped there. That's what happens. If we pull this up and look at when the dollar topped, Bitcoin bottomed. Same thing. And like I said, I see another huge rise in the DXY, which would be a huge fall in Bitcoin, in my opinion. This is, sorry guys, this is the macro chart, looking at it in the log, and I just put this up there to show you that the log can be manipulated to look any way you want. So a lot of people are drawing these arcs and making it look like it's going to 300,000, 200,000, whatever. I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm just saying these are so easy to manipulate. That's why I don't use log charts. I use the linear charts. All right, so here's another bullish case, guys. And I've been talking about this for a long time. a possible bounce if this would be a wave 4 in June. And that would make this wave 1. Obviously, in the white, we have a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 3. This would be the 5. The yellow would be the 5 waves of wave 3, and then a bear market following before 5. That is the bullish case. And this would be sometime in June. As you can see, look how long wave 2 took. So wave 4 is not just going to go straight down like this and then back up. So I'm looking for sometime in June to hit the bottom of wave 4, but we have to see how it gets there. Again, I'm starting to look more towards we have already entered a multi-year bear market. Not to say that's the case, but I think around June we'll know a lot more. I'm sure we'll get a bounce here. Will it be wave 5 all the way up to the $50,000 range? Possibly. That's why you gotta make sure you're subscribed and make sure you tick the notification bell and turn your notifications on so you don't miss any videos, and I will keep you guys as updated as I can. But that is the bullish case, guys. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin funding rate. We've been talking about this. This was our black swan back in February and March. This is where we're at now. Funding rate's really high. And as you can see, once it had this dip here, that was the first little dip. Let me show you. This first little dip here, right there. Once we had that, you can see where we had the dip on the funding rate. Let's look at where we're at now. We've had our first dip on the funding rate. And then what happened afterwards? One big, huge crash. We could be seeing that, or we could be seeing a long-term bear market. But keep an eye on this. Let's also look at this dotted line is the triangle that people had drawn. Let's put a target on that. This is another area that we could be looking for rejection if this move continues up. That would also align with the 21 EMA. And that's the same thing, right around the 33.7, right in that area. But this doesn't. Oh, and I did tell you I was going to explain a little bit about why the triangles form. And usually big money sells and they know where people are going to start buying. So they'll stop their sells so people can get bullish and pump it on up again. They let them buy it up, and so they can sell their Bitcoins higher again. Same thing, and they know where people are going to buy, guys. Look at this. This is the daily EMA. It hit perfectly on the 55 EMA, and they bounced it up. Does that mean it continues up? Absolutely not. That means they knew they were going to buy here. They'll see how many people keep buying in. By the dip, as you guys know, I've talked about the dip as duped into purchasing. It's not to say it's bad to long, you know, in short in different areas, but a lot of people are buying to think it's just going to keep continuing up. And unfortunately, that's market cycles. We've seen the same exact thing in 2017. We've seen the same exact bullish news all over. They just talking about Bitcoin's going up forever, and they give you every reason why. It's just this feels like an exact repeat of 2017. And you know what else is funny? If you were around for 2017 and 18, once Bitcoin did go down and we had one coin pumping pretty damn good, and that was EOS. Look at where EOS is today. EOS is today's Polkadot. Same thing, guys. Check out the charts. Look for yourself. Same exact thing. And that happened in 2018. EOS pumped while Bitcoin was coming down. Pretty much Polkadot's the new EOS in my opinion. But anyways, looking at where we're at now, it does look like we are ready for a drop, possibly a black swan, otherwise multi-year bear market in my opinion. Of course, unless we get that nice wave 4 ending in June. XRP. We have been looking at this forever, looking at wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I posted this chart before Christmas, and it's played out pretty damn perfect, and I think it's going to continue to, and my target is 4 cents on XRP. I don't trade XRP. I don't want to touch XRP. I don't believe in XRP. I'm just showing you what I believe is happening with it. Does that mean it stops here? Nope. XRP could go to nothing. Obviously, there's a lot of the XRP army right now trying to push that an XRP, I don't know, old employee or founder or whatever is now working for the government. So they use everything they can to pump this. This thing is a pump and dump from hell. Look at it. I came from penny stocks. I'm used to this. That is a pump and dump, period. That is 100% pump and dump garbage. Just be careful. Not saying don't trade it. Just be careful. This is my wife's webpage. If you enjoyed the video, check out her webpage. It helps support the channel, anchorimage.com. There's a link down below, along with some other affiliate links that really help the channel out. And I don't put tons of links down there. Everything down there I use and I'm a believer of. I'm not putting a bunch of crap down there. But anyways, check it out. She makes a lot of cool stuff on here. She could put family pictures on any of this stuff. Put anything you want, really. There is also a crypto section. Check it out. It definitely helps support the channel. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to share it. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Smash that like button. Leave your comments below. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Take it easy. Have a great day.